blood drawn this morning, so I'm missing about half of my blood. So I'm going to try to power through the show for you, the loyal members of the BitSquad. And also, guys, right off the rip here, how many people are watching right now?
3,000.
3,000 people right now. So these would be my 3,000 most dedicated people, you think?
Yeah, these are the true OGs that like to hang out before the stream.
I mean, it's just a fun place to be.
Yeah.
You know, just a fun place to be. Guys, we got several big announcements today. Once again, on Monday, we are starting our brand new 5 p.m. Monday through Friday live stream. If you've seen the show, Around the Horn on ESPN, it's going to be called Around the Blockchain. We're going to be bringing creators on from all around the crypto space to be on that show every day. Eventually, we're going to have a scoring system. It's going to be really cool. So you guys make sure, mark it on your calendars, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week. We have no idea how it's going to go off. The first several might take us a little while to really get it going. But that's announcement number 1. So we got that show. Announcement number 2. I'm now giving you, the BitSquad, the opportunity to be my number 2 person. That's right. I got rid of TJ. And did y'all hear something?
Nope.
No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, though, guys, especially if you live in the Atlanta area or if you want to move here, I am looking for someone to be an in-house researcher for me. You will be working with me directly. You'll be like my number 2 person. Of course, Haley's my personal assistant. You'll be more on the crypto research side. And you'll be helping me with the videos and the scripts and the research and looking at charts and all that stuff. So if you're interested in that, and it will be a very, very, I'm not going to say super well paid position. I'm not paying you $1 million for it, but this will be a good position, a paying position here at BitBoy Crypto. You'll be able to, transition with us. We're closing on our new building today, 30,000 square foot building, brand new studio here in Cobb County. If you're interested in that, you can send an email with your resume, but it doesn't necessarily have to be your resume. I want to know what you know about crypto, how long you've been in crypto, and what kind of research you like to do. You can send an email to office@bitboycrypto.com. If you wanted to come work here and you just know a lot about crypto and you're passionate, then make sure you send that off. We'll probably get a lot of stuff. Benefits. Someone said benefits. We're working on benefits. We're trying to get there. But the benefit is you get to be next to me.
And like you said, we're probably going to get a ton of these resumes coming in. So anything you can do to make yourself stand out, like writing ability is something that's also important. So if you want to maybe put together, like show us some of your research, put together, like here's some research I pulled together in a little story that I think would be interesting to show us kind of what you're capable of, that will help you stand out. Yeah.
And it will not be a remote position. You will be here. So look, you don't have to be in the area if you want to move here. Then, we can make that worth it to you as well. We just want the right person for this. So I figured, you know what, instead of us putting you can't put a posting like this on Indeed, but I'm looking for somebody to help me with a lot of stuff. So if you're interested in that, send it to office@bitboycrypto.com. Somebody, okay. People are really wanting us to talk about Cardano today.
Yeah.
I see, and we didn't have a Cardano section. We'll talk about it though.
I feel like they want us to talk about the Africa Summit stuff, which I feel like we talked about a couple days ago. But we can talk about it again, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's check it out. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin today. Bitcoin is pumping right now at this moment. So definitely good stuff going on. We're at 877,000 subscribers, 123,000 subscribers away from 1 million, where we will be giving away a Bitcoin. I mean, I think the overall value of that will hopefully be somewhere around $70,000, $80,000 or more, depending on how high Bitcoin goes. But just thank you to all the Bit Squad. You guys are the best. There's nobody I would rather have working for me than someone from the Bit Squad. That's how I got TJ. He was actually a huge fan of mine. He every day he would send me these really weird letters, not handwritten. You guys know magazines, how they cut out letters and put it to make words. He would send me that every day. It would always end with I'm watching you, and so it was real weird. But he got here. So.
Kind of serial killer-ish.
Yeah, you don't eat a lot of carbs though. So okay, all right. Also, guys, make sure to be following me on Twitter. We have a contest where we're giving away 1 Ethereum right now. We're going to give it away next week. So all you got to do is go here, click on, you got to be a follower, obviously. Then come here, click on the Gleam contest. It'll take you to our Gleam contest. We have a new tweet at the very end. You guys can go and retweet that. You can enter to win an additional Ethereum along with have a contest entry. So let's go ahead and get into the markets here. Let's check out what's popping. What is popping, baby? Boo. Let's get it. $2.163 trillion. It's hard to say trillion. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Like, don't you just like kind of immediately want to say billion? Like
Right.
it rolls off billion.
Yeah.
Is Occam overvalued at current price? Its diluted market cap is 5x. PokeStarter. Look, I think the Cardano launchpads are going to be big. CardStarter and Occam Finance are going to be bigger than PokeStarter. So that's my personal opinion. Guys, remember this about Cardano. Cardano, while it's not on our rundown today, it's the #1 most engaged community in all of cryptocurrency. So remember, that's not just me making that up. That's an actual stat that a research company, discovered. Elrond is #2. So that's pretty interesting. Elrond, not even in the top 20, is #2 most engaged community. So what does this mean for Cardano? This means that when these launch pads really start, that the community is going to be engaged in helping to build these and grow these and use them. Now, I had said, by the way, that SoMe is launching a governance token on CardStarter. But actually, I got that backwards. They're actually launching their new utility token on CardStarter, and the ONG, the current SoMe token, is actually going to become the governance token. So I want to clarify that, by the way, while we got the Cardano launchpads on. But SoMe has got so much potential. You guys know we love Hyper, we love SoMe. These are two projects we're advisors for, social media blockchains. But TJ, you had brought up a good point about SoMe. Why you think that this will be really big on on CardStarter? Do you want to remember what that was?
Do you want to jog my memory on what I was talking about?
Well, you're just saying that since it's on Cardano, what it is.
Basically, I just a big believer. I mean, we understand decentralized social media. A lot of people, there have been several iterations of that on Ethereum, and then you run into some network problems on Ethereum. I do think this is a big focus point. I mean, we've heard Charles talk about it in a couple different interviews about how important this is to him. So having IOHK and CardStarter and some of these big launchpad projects behind Cardano's version of a decentralized internet, I mean, it could really take off. I mean, we've seen, not decentralized internet, decentralized social media. We've seen those do really well in the past. They get really good communities. So if somebody could get it right, I think the potential is massive.
Yeah. And somebody, by the way, mentioned, I saw someone said in the chat that, well, it doesn't really matter how engaged a community is. It doesn't affect price. Wrong. Absolutely wrong on that.
Just look at Doge.
Look at Dogecoin. Look at XRP. Look at any of these projects that have really large, strong communities. And what you'll see is those communities act as a mouthpiece getting the awareness out. Mm-hmm. So the more people that are talking about it, the more it's shared on social media, the more people see about it, then more people will be interested in buying it, even if it's only a fraction of the new people that see it. So I would say it definitely does. Elrond has been crushing it. So, okay, so let's look here. We got Bitcoin dominance up a little bit, or at 49%. It was, I think, down at 48.5 the other day. 14.7% for Ethereum, so it has gone down just a little bit after cracking a new all-time high yesterday. I'd be really interested to see what happens when we look at the Ethereum. We're going to also, check out the Bitcoin Ethereum chart against each other, because I would be very interested to see, it looks like we could be inching back down with that dominance. So bring the Doge father on the show. Are you talking about Elon Musk? Or are you talking about Matt from Final Stand? I want to get Matt on the show next week. We'll have Matt on the show next week as Elon Musk gets closer to getting on Saturday Night Live. I'm going to invite him up here one day next week to do a chat. So, there's Final Stand right there. There he is. He said that's why Dogecoin is going to the moon. What about Kyle Pitts? You know what's really interesting? About 20 minutes before the draft, the NFL draft was last night. I know, sorry, nerds. But the NFL draft was last night, and I just told a friend of mine 20 minutes before the draft, I said, you know what? I think the 49ers are smoke screening. I think they're going to pick Trey Lance instead of Matt Jones. I got to say, turned out to be 100% right. Justin Fields, right here from Kennesaw, Georgia. I went to high school, same high school he went to, or he went to the high school I went to. He's going to the Chicago Bears, so Jay Chains is happy. I'm happy about that. And I'm very happy with the Falcons pick. At the end of the season, I always change your mind on this, but I want Matt Ryan to win a Super Bowl, so I want to keep Matt Ryan, and I think getting another weapon's good. So there we go. But also, Matt, from Final Stand, since you're watching, I want to have you on the show next week. So let's make that happen. VeChain, yay or nay? VeChain is definitely a yay. Definitely a yay. Okay, so top gainers of the day. Look at Phantom, baby! Let's go! There's Phantom! 76! Let's go! 76 cents. Let's do it. Let's check out our our 1K to 10K challenge right now. See where we're at with that. Because of Phantom, of course. Taking forever to go there. You guys see our internet right now.
Jeez.
Okay, there it is. Look at that.
Hey.
Let's go. Let's go. 20. Patience pays off. PPO. Remember that. Just made up that acronym.
Especially
Patience pays off.
especially when you're using a small stack.
That's right, guys. When you can't be over trading. That's why people have been frustrated. We haven't been showing this, but like, look, 25% of the way there almost. So I don't know how much further Phantom is about to run. I could check the charts on it and see, but definitely some good stuff. So we got Waves, OKB, Icon, XRP. Also, guys, tonight I have, you move on over to Bitcoin. But tonight, guys, I have my, at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today, we have our Ledger unboxing video. We're going to show you the new Ledger cryptocurrency starter pack. Comes with a $25 voucher for crypto. So you're really only paying $44 for a Ledger, if you think about it. Because you're going to spend that $25 on crypto anyways. Don't lie. Don't lie to me. I knew you were going to do it. And it's the crypto of your choice, so that's pretty cool. So, excuse me, they have that going on. And then tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on March 30th, or April 30th, one day early, we are coming up with our picks of the month for May. Our picks of the month, by the way, for April, destroyed it. Do you know what our number 2 coin for the month was?
What's that?
Solana.
Oh, look at that.
Solana. Crushed it. And then Elron was one of our picks of the month last month. We only had 1 out of 5 that did not. Theta was down 8%. But you'll get to see all those numbers today. Solana, 136% gain against Bitcoin. That's our pick from last month. So you're definitely going to want to pay attention to those picks. If you didn't watch our Solana video last night, you should go watch that. Solana's huge. Get ready. It's going to be up. Solana and Elron, I've been telling you this all year, are going to be up there with the big boys. Yep. So these are potentially top 5 coins. So definitely want to pay attention there. So looking at the chart here for Bitcoin, man, I wish I had taken along. We're gonna start actively trading again starting next week. Actively trading on the haven't been doing it really in the last couple of weeks. And of course, if you do want to trade, we're gonna be doing a Femex tutorial this weekend. And then also, if you want to sign up for Bybit, you can go here to bitboycrypto.com/deal, sign up. We're going to get a lot more active with the trading here in the next couple of weeks. I'm working on something with Bybit. I don't know. Would you guys rather have a Bybit trading competition where we got like a full Bitcoin up for grabs? Or would you rather just have like a deposit bonus, like a larger deposit bonus? You guys drop those comments down below, and then you can kind of keep note of which the people would prefer.
Yeah.
And we can do that. Maybe we can do, you know what we should do? An Ethereum trading competition.
Yeah, I like the competitions. Those are fun.
Yeah, if you guys want an Ethereum trading competition, put hashtag ETHGang and then make sure smash the like button so we see how many people watching.
There are 8,000, 9,000.
9,000 people. How many people have liked that button?
1,900.
Where are our likers at? Likers. Come on in. Guys, that's how we grow the channel, them like buttons. So y'all go ahead and go smash it if you would do that. So, all right, so let's look over here. Yeah, everybody likes competition, it looks like. A lot of people like the competition. So we're almost back to $57,000 here. If you're looking at, yeah, guys, we do have a YFDI AMA on May 3rd at 5 p.m. UTC.
And that's in the Telegram.
That is in the Telegram group. Yeah. So, okay, so looking at the chart here, this is the daily chart for Bitcoin. You can see, man, what a rebound. And guys, it's almost like, who was it? I can't remember who it was. Who was it that, God, that's not right. Let me try that again. 40. Who was it that said the bottom was 47,000? Does anybody remember who that was? Somebody was talking about it on the show. He was standing right here. He did it for 2 months. He said 47,000 was going to be the bottom. If you guys know who that is, drop that comment down below so everybody sees. Look at this bounce we've got. Look at this bounce. Check it out here. Look at this bounce from $47,000 to where we are now. If you would listen to me, 21% gain. Of course, if you were, what's the deal with Ravencoin? I'm not really that big on Ravencoin, honestly. It's just not something I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Kind of designed for minors in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I prefer mine for adults.
Yeah.
That was a minor joke. I don't know if you guys get that. It was just a little joke. That was a double pun. They've been calling me the Punisher.
Oh, they're saying I said it.
No. I quit. I will quit this show.
There you go. There you go.
I will quit this show. TJ is now. Why is everyone saying TJ? It was me. It was not TJ. Oh my gosh, man, this is really. I'm really disheartened right now by what I'm seeing in the chat. But anyways, guys, Bitcoin definitely has had a big resurgence. It's popped off. And I think definitely if you look at these candles, it's looking like we are ready to run. Now, here's some interesting stuff that came from our Gizmo just does not want to.
He does not like to stand.
He doesn't.
He's cool.
He likes to eat after midnight. Gotta be real careful about that.
Yeah.
But if you go to bitboycrypto.com/deals and scroll down to the Exablock section, you can get access to our daily report, our daily email that comes out. It's a newsletter. You guys will see every single day on what's happening in the markets. And the thing is when it comes to Bitcoin, what is it that what does that say? TJ did say it first. False news. I think I said it for 2 months, guys. Did you say that, TJ?
I don't have strong. I mean, I know we both said it. We had a conversation about it, but I don't know who said it first.
Jeez. Golly,
but they seem like I wasn't expecting that either.
What? Who organized this?
It wasn't me.
This is organized.
No.
This is organized FUD versus me.
It's F2 pool.
It's F2 pool. Yeah. F2's here. F2 TJ. Coincidence? It's both two alphanumeric characters together. I don't know. Seems like it's quite the coincidence. If they really figure out how much this bothers me, this will never stop. So I have to pretend like I don't care.
Oh, you're doing a great job.
Crap, we're live.
Yeah.
Just like we were, the other day we were accidentally live. Who enjoyed our accidental live stream the other day? It was just me going like this. Anyways. Okay, so looking here, I am off the rails right now. Bitcoin right now is coming in, it just passed 57,000, by the way. It looks like it's rebounding. So on, all love BitBoy, thank you, Corey. So on the Exablock report, what Jack, the guy who, one of the guys behind it, he said to me, the thing is right now we're seeing some very strange movement in these futures closes, which is today. Today's the April 30th futures close, okay? Last day of the month. They're seeing something that really indicates that something explosive is about to happen. But here's the thing, not just for Bitcoin. You move to Ethereum here because he actually told me that he believes that there's $900 million worth. Yeah, there's a mutiny going on. I don't like it, Nick. Okay. I don't envy anyone. That's his initials, envy. See? It's pretty good. It's a good joke. $900 million worth of Ethereum futures contracts coming off the books today. Now, here's why this is important. Traditionally, we see prices drop as we head up, as we see these futures contracts expire. However, due to the fact that at the beginning of this month, Ethereum was very bearish, and then it turned, and it started just pumping. A lot of people at the beginning of this month were really looking at the price continuing to drop, but it's gone past. And so a lot of these futures contracts are rolling off the books. They're creating downward pressure for Ethereum. So this means we could see Ethereum absolutely crush it this month. But if we look at the chart here, and this is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, we've been looking at this for about 2 weeks now, or really maybe about 1 week. And I told you guys it was getting close to this resistance. Now, if you notice here, if we were to move this line down, for instance, if we were to move this line down to where it was on the, instead of the wicks, where it was on the bodies, you can see, I mean, we're basically, about, very close to being on a rejection here, okay? But this is not something to worry about because I already told you guys, we do not want to see this break out. I don't care how bullish you are. Terrible. I don't care how bullish you are on Ethereum because trust me, I'm bullish on Ethereum, okay? We don't want to see this break out and go up because this can exhaust Ethereum and we don't want that. Look, guys, Ethereum breaking its all-time high in Bitcoin dominance where it gets up to 15% or more, we don't want that for this cycle. Maybe the next cycle, we don't want that for this cycle. That means Bitcoin would not be doing well at this point, okay? There's so much attention to Bitcoin right now. I told you guys this yesterday that what I could see is I could actually see that the resistance line here for Ethereum, I could kind of see it getting rejected going down, and as it was going down, Bitcoin would be going up. And that's what we're seeing right now. Now, Bitcoin did get a little bit of rejection here off 57,000 in the last few moments. But remember this. This Ethereum to Bitcoin number, it can actually go down and the USD value of Ethereum go up.
Much like the Nupal. Like for people, it's the same kind of concept of like when the US dollar value can go up, but the Nupal can still be in a healthy position.
Exactly. Because let's just say Ethereum held where it is right now at like, I don't know, 4.8% of Bitcoin's value. I think that's approximate. I don't know exactly what it is right now. I should have added that to the list over here. But it can stay at 4.8% and just kind of hover. But if the price of Bitcoin goes up, that 4.8% also goes up. The literal dollar equivalency of that continues to go up. So, so I said Hotbit was just hacked. Is that true? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Why did that guy say good call TJ? Who organized this mutiny in here today? I'm really upset. I guess I really missed you.
Well, I guess
when you almost died.
I think you accidentally did when you set that question up.
Yeah, I did. I think I did. Wow. They really think highly of you. They don't think as highly of me as I think of myself, apparently. I thought the answer would be obvious.
So it does look like Hotbit crypto exchange shuts down for maintenance after attempted hack. So
it's weird. Somebody had just asked me about Hotbit at the conference. And what I tell them, I said,
it's old, right?
I say the thing about Hotbit is it's got a lot of coins, but the percentage of those coins that are great is very small. So come on up here, Justin, for a second.
He's getting ready to.
I know he's getting ready to leave.
If you talk, grab the mic.
Guys, this is Justin.
What's up, BitSquad?
Wow, we were really close there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Whoa.
We've been really close for years.
Yeah, we have been.
Hi.
It's Justin's birthday today, everybody. Everybody tell him happy birthday in the chat.
Happy birthday,
he is
Justin.
Officially older than me today. Tell him how old you are.
39.
39. Okay.
It's supposed to be a secret.
Well,
spoiler alert.
If you watch the Hit Network.
If you watch Hit Network, you might be able to know what happens. Justin, we'll see. He's leading, heading back to Texas. Drove the demon out here, and now he's heading back to Texas. So he'll be back next week, though. So he's going to move here soon, I think.
Very soon.
Very soon. So anyways, guys, looking at the actual USD value of Ethereum on the chart here, it does look like right now, if you're looking at the daily chart and you're looking at Ethereum, right now, you are seeing that it could be getting a little toppy right now in the short term. So everybody says happy birthday, JJ. We've got the best community.
Yeah, we do.
Period. All these other communities are like making comments about crypto. Our community is making comments about people, and I like that, except when it's in favor of TJ. Okay, so right now we are looking at Ethereum coming at 2746. Bitcoin now has gone above 57,000 right now. It's pumping right now, by the way. 57,200. Look at that candle. Jeez. What a beautiful candle. That's a daily candle. Let's see what's going on the hourly chart on Bitcoin, by the way, since we're checking. Look at that breakout. Look at that. Boom. I love that. Mattis is back here. He says, happy birthday, Jay Chains. Thank you. Saying that to Justin. So here we are on the 1 hour chart. Let me show you guys something on Market Cypher. I want to show you guys this real quick, which, by the way, Market Cypher has got some new features. It's adding very soon, by the way. But I want to show you. I don't know what has happened. I've lost institutional control of this channel. If you look right here on this momentum wave, this is on the hourly chart, what we look for to see when these are getting exhausted is you look for this to kind of like, to make kind of that shape, right? Because if you look here, you see it's got a little point right there. See how it gets pointy right here? See how it gets pointy right here and then went down and made another leg up? Right now, you're looking for the white on these momentum waves to start converging. And when they start converging and it gets smaller and it makes that little, like almost like a little beak, that's when the momentum is gone. Right now, we're not seeing that. It's staying thick right now. And ooh, she like it thick, okay? So right now, we're not seeing anything to kind of indicate on the hourly chart that it's about to drop. So guys, we could be gearing up for a big move. I told you the guys that we've gotten so used to the last day of the month, things absolutely dumping, that maybe we're going to see something different because, you know, just when you start to figure this stuff out, it changes. That's why the market is not easy. It looks easy sometimes, but it is not always easy. Somebody said TJ's GTR has nothing on the Demon. Do you still have that car?
Yeah.
How long has it been?
Forever. I think like 2.5, 3 weeks at this point. I mean, it's getting a little absurd, but it's like everything in the world is on back order right now. Last thing is the exhaust. They're waiting
My
on, so-
windows for my house finally got here today. Do you know when I ordered them?
No, like forever.
September.
Yeah,
September.
Exactly. Everything's on
Yeah.
back order. That's
So-
why they're telling us the same thing on the new building. Anywhere we want a window. Apparently, windows, huge supply shortage in the entire world right now of like windows and lumber and anything you need for a new building. Apparently.
What are these comments?
I think you're egging them on, whether you want to or not.
I'm just kidding, guys. Look, I would love to give TJ more air. In fact, TJ is going to be the host of our new show.
Yeah,
He's going to be
the Monday through Friday. Around the blockchain show will be a lot more airtime.
What's amazing to me is how much these people understand how my clock ticks. That comment right there from Detroit Sicko. Justin called the $47,000 bottom. TJ confirmed it, and Ben was there too. Great group effort. You guys are awesome, man. I love you guys. I love how much you guys know how to grind my gears because they're grinding right now. Okay, so looking at the chart, looking at Bitcoin data, we're checking out the Bitcoin stock to flow deflection. Now, what is a Bitcoin stock to flow deflection? This is this zero line right here. Actually, you guys know what? I'm going to do this little trick I learned recently where we're going to turn this into an image so I can actually show you guys what I want to show you on it. Okay, look at this. This is beautiful, guys. Look at this. This is such a great trick I learned. Okay, so now I can actually draw. Gizmo. Fed him after midnight. Now he can't stand up. Okay, so what this is, this zero line right here, the zero line, the dotted line, okay? I hate how it corrects it, though. That right there is the one line. This is where the price of the stock to flow chart's prediction compared to where the current price is. 1-to-1. If it predicts right now the price of Bitcoin is $60,000 and the price were to be at $60,000 exactly, then it would be just directly touching this line, okay? So that's what that is. When we get in the red, this means that the price of Bitcoin is above that number, and same thing here. And when it's green, that means we're good. That means the price is below the predicted price. So right now, as you can see, we have been dropping like a rock over here, and we are well below the average price. So when it says Harmony pump my balls, I don't know what that, well, I know what that means, but is Harmony pumping right now? Because we've got a lot of Harmony now, so. Sorry, guys. Excuse me right now while I check my personal bag. It's up 10% right now. It's up 15 cents. That's good. Is TJ's show going to be called the Native Coop? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Did he mean to say coup with no E at the end?
I think maybe.
I think so. I think he's leading the mutiny. I don't know what you've got going on behind the scenes over here with these people.
Nothing.
But I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing this is today and not. No one will get that joke. All right, so let's go. Let's check out. Let's check out the stock to flow chart. So we looked at the deflection here. Okay, so we know right now we're very low below, and we had talked about the stock to flow. How and when you looked at the 2017 cycle, which started right here, compared to this cycle, okay, in 2017 you'll see the blue line, the small blue line that starts right here and goes all the way through the middle there. In 2017, we spent most of the bull run underneath the average price. We've actually, for most of this bull run, we've been bouncing off the average price like support. And what's really interesting is in 2017, it bounced under it like it was resistance. That's why I believe that we are actually going to get a bigger price for Bitcoin by the end of this year than most of us even predicted. Because we're bouncing off of it. We are well ahead of where we were in 2017. Guys, somebody said this channel is trash in the chat, in the comments.
Oh,
Yeah.
that wasn't very nice.
But one man's trash is another man's treasure. So if you guys love this channel, hit the like button and type #treasure. Let's show him what's up. Why are you even here? Why are you here? Okay. All right, so that's the stock to flow chart. Let's look here at the Nupal. The new bull, kind of what TJ was saying is when you look at the white line down here, which is the price, you can see it doesn't actually have that much to do with the new bull. New bull, net unrealized profit and loss. What we want to do here, let's go to the all-time here. Yeah, okay, it's perfect. So, right, all of the blue, when it's blue, that means, look at all the treasures. Wow, you guys are awesome. So supportive of me when I beg for support. These guys. They really think you said that. Did you say 47K is the bottom?
I have no idea.
They think you did.
I must have.
Yeah, no, you must have, apparently. Well, they pay a lot of attention.
Like I said, I remember talking about it, but
Yeah.
who said it first wasn't really on my mind.
Yeah, well, I covered it 2 months ago. So you may have said it recently as well, though. But 47K was a nice bottom. Yeah. So every time the new bull gets up to the blue, the market crashes. Right now, if you zoom in on where we're at over the last 6 months, you will see we are in fine position. We're right now equivalent to where we were at the end of January. If you remember how bearish stuff was at the end of January, it was crazy bearish. Price dropped all the way down to 29,000. And then what happened? The price popped up. If you look at where the last time we were here in this range, which was right here, and you look at the price, look at what followed, a massive pump. So I think we could definitely see a massive pump of the price of Bitcoin in May. What is your feeling on, thank you for that, Julio. What's your feeling on May?
I think May is going to be really strong. I think it's actually really bullish, kind of like what we were just looking at with the Nupal there, where market's really healthy. I think at this point, we can pretty confidently say April will be a red month. So it'll break the streak of 6, or it won't be the 7th green month. So it taps out. Bitcoin always taps out at 6 green months in a row. So if we get a red month here, we're set up for May, June, July, August, September to be all green, and that fits right in the timeline. So
whose timeline?
Well, the Bitcoin cycle.
Well, who was it that predicted a? Oh gosh.
Don't bait him into it again.
I didn't even mean to. You guys know when the end of the bull run is. We already told you.
I'll answer. Go ahead.
Yeah, who said that the end of the bull run would be in September?
BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong.
Ben Armstrong.
I saw it on this channel.
Thank you.
Years ago.
Thank you, TJ.
You're welcome.
Before you worked here, I said that actually, or before you even came here at all. Yeah. When you were just one of my Instagram stalkers. So, anyways, it is shaping up to be really. Now, let me tell you what would be really interesting. This is the monthly chart for Bitcoin. What would be?
I told you. I told you.
Guys, I just want to say I'm looking for a new host of the show. If you guys would like to turn in applications, go ahead.
I'll review them carefully.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Wait, you'll review them?
The applications, yeah. Somebody's got to do it.
You're losing your power around here, just so you know, as of today. Okay, so if you look at the monthly chart here for Bitcoin, you will see we are in red. What would be really interesting is if the price of Bitcoin were somehow, by the end of today, to go up above 59K, that would mean that we would have that green month, and that would actually be kind of bearish. We would not want that. We want this slightly red month. If you guys can just put up with what time does it change? I think 7 p.m. tonight. 7 p.m. Eastern, I believe, is when it changes, because I think that's midnight UTC. So, and I don't know, maybe daylight savings, maybe that's off by an hour. Who is Ben Armstrong? Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. My name is Ben. You can do a little math there. Figure it out. Maybe that's grammar. I don't know. TJ wins the next boycott bid meeting. Why do I make these? Why do I read these out loud without reading them quietly to myself?
I don't know.
Do I do anything quietly? I guess not. BJ taking over. Okay, all right. Well, everybody loves a BJ takeover.
That's right.
So, guys, we just put it with a few more hours. 7 more hours. Just keep it under $59,000. And then we will have that red month that we need. And then, boom, we can just go. Because if you look at the last red month that we had, it wasn't a very red month. I mean, the price of Bitcoin was closed at $10,700 and it opened at $11,620. Okay. Also, guys, a big announcement for you guys for my 7 p.m. video. If you guys love TJ, and if you guys value the coins that he values, then you're going to hate this video tonight.
Uh-oh.
Because there might be a coin on there, one of my top 5 picks of the month, that TJ may actually hate. So I'm not going to say what it is. But I think there's a big opportunity possibly. Okay, so next story here, key Bitcoin price metric flashes its first bullish signal in 4 months. And you can tell because you see the Bitcoin flashing. Don't show my belly.
I didn't mean to.
God, you should put that back up on there. Thank you. That's a bull signal. That's a bull signal right there. God, people are going to go back and they're going to be able to, they're going to get that, what do they call the fat on your sides? The love handle.
Love handle.
You guys are going to get the new love handle NFT coming. It's right after my nipple.
I was going to say, yeah. Pairs well.
Yeah, definitely. Very well together. Did you say pairs well?
Pairs well, yeah.
You have pairs of both. That's correct.
That is correct.
Okay, so here we go. Ethereum price is clearly in a strong bull trend, but derivatives data signals that pro traders are shifting their bullish bias back toward Bitcoin. And that was shown in this chart right here. That's why we've been telling you, you want to be able to take as much. You can send a video. Video submission is accessible for the, if you guys were, by the way, if you missed the beginning, I am now taking resumes to be like my number 2 person here. Not like TJ or Haley, my assistant. I'm talking about my number 1 researcher in-house. You know, so you would have to work here. You'd have to live here in Cobb County, or you don't have to live in Cobb County, but Cobb County, Georgia. Or you could move here if you're already close by. That would be fine too. That's where our office is where we're buying our building. Somebody said I'm pear-shaped. Kind of like that. I'll take a pear-shape. But if you are interested in working here every day with me, you'll work very closely with me side by side. You can send in a resume and why you think you would be good for the job. You could send a video submission if you want to office@bitboycrypto.com if you're interested in that. So, oh God, why would you want an NFT of the British Broadcasting Company? I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, so, but what I was saying is with this Bitcoin to Ethereum chart, we did get this big red candle here, which is the biggest red candle we've gotten since March, because Bitcoin's getting ready to run. That's what I've been trying to tell you. And this signal was really something that, you know, is indicating this. It's not just our bias or what we're seeing on the chart, but there is also something going here. So Bitcoin has been struggling to sustain above the $53,000 support for the past 3 days, while Ether soared to an all-time high at $2,800. In the current scenario, some traders would rather wait for Friday's CME futures expiry before entering long positions, as historically, its price tends to correct ahead of the event. And what have I always told you guys? I've always told you guys, just when you figure it out, it changes. When you have an article right here giving you the blueprint on how to make money trading, it's probably not going to work.
It's probably going to change.
Probably going to change.
Yeah.
Historically, its price tends to correct ahead of the event. So notice, here's this article. What is happening right now? What's happening to the price right now? Pumping.
Yeah.
Pumping. Okay. On the other hand, Ether's price has been positively impacted by the European Investment Bank launching a digital bond sale using the Ethereum network. The EIB is issuing a 2-year, 100 million euro digital bond, with the deal to be led by Goldman Sachs, Santander, and Societe Generale. General Lee? Is that what that says? Generale. I can't speak French. I don't know how to do it. Bitcoin is more of a crypto commodity than currency and competes with gold as a store of value, whereas Ether is the backbone of the crypto native economy and therefore functions more as a medium of exchange. To the extent owning a share of this potential activity is more valuable. Ether longs vastly dominated throughout 2021, peaking at 130% larger than shorts, while Bitcoin traders have been usually more modest. However, the April 29th market trend reversal comes as the ratio for BTC longs stand 45% higher than shorts. So this right here is the long to short ratio between Ethereum to Bitcoin. And as you can see right now, it's getting exhausted for people longing Ethereum, and Bitcoin is now looking to take another leg up. So very interesting. And, you know, when it comes to what's happening right now between Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's all good stuff, okay? You have to keep this in mind. Bitcoin and Ethereum are not enemies, okay? They do totally different things. It's kind of like saying, like, you know, in sports, that the Falcons are the New Orleans Pelicans enemies, right? Like New Orleans and Atlanta, we've got some stuff between each other because of football. But in basketball, a basketball team versus a football team doesn't really make sense, right? Bitcoin versus Ethereum, they're not competitors. They don't do the same stuff. Ethereum does vastly orbital gravity retainers. That's pretty good. Thank you for that, Razor Vision. They do different things, right? Like they're kind of in the same field. They're both cryptocurrencies, but Ethereum is a smart contract platform, okay? Bitcoin is a store of value. Bitcoin is digital gold. Ethereum is not trying to be digital gold. Bitcoin is not trying to be Ethereum. Bitcoin is not trying to be a decentralized smart contract platform, despite what some of the, cultist maxis tell you. We do have some stuff being built, like, Stacks with, formerly Blockstacks is working with Bitcoin on, some kind of smart contract stuff, trying to bring in some DeFi stuff, but it's slow and it's not going to really be it. Bitcoin DeFi will never overtake Ethereum DeFi. Literally never. Okay. So just because the chart is turning more in favor of Bitcoin, I'm actually thinking we may want to just, maybe we don't do an ETH contest because it would be really sad to do an ETH contest if it was on the way down on dominance.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do a multi-asset competition.
Like
That'd be good.
Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Yeah, let's see if we can do that. I don't know if they'll let me do that, but I would love to do that.
And then percentage gains over both combined?
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But that would be exciting, I think. So anyways, the point is, though, is Bitcoin and Ethereum, they kind of, as you saw in that chart with the longs and the shorts, at some points, one is hot, and then at other points, the other one is hot. But if Bitcoin is hot, Ethereum is still going to be moving up in price. Just because the percentage might drop a little bit, it might head back towards the bottom of that channel. The USD value is going up. And, when you look at things from a strictly Bitcoin perspective, like you're only worried about the Bitcoin value, like that's okay. But you're not going to just be able to switch back and forth with every single ebb and flow. So I still think Ethereum by next week is going to be over $3,000 by the end of next week for sure. But ultimately, Bitcoin looks like it could be gearing up for its next big move. The interesting thing is we still don't really have the giant narrative to push it. It just seems like the charts are starting to lean that way. But maybe it's not necessarily what is pushing it. Maybe it more has to do with what is coming off the books here with this close here that might have a good effect. So somebody says LeBron James is whack. What a weird comment. Like on this stream, I guess because I said basketball? Is that one?
I guess.
All right, guys. Institutional FOMO. Do you remember when institutional FOMO was like the big phrase in 2018? Like, don't worry, there's going to be institutional FOMO.
Yeah, they're all going to come and save the day. That's not usually how it works.
That is not the way it works. BNY Mellon, which I still think is one of the dumbest names of any entity in the history of the world. Beanie Melon. Maybe it's Beanie Melon. I'd like to call it Beanie Melon. It makes it sound like a Jamaican rapper. Beanie Melon. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now it's cool. Now we got a cool connotation for it. Beanie Melon. Fund laments it should have bought Bitcoin, not gold. Someone call Peter Schiff. Where's Peter? SEC filings show that America's oldest bank has attributed the underperformance of its small cap ETF to failing to buy MicroStrategy shares after the firm invested heavily in Bitcoin. U.S.-based financial institution, BNY Mellon, the world's largest custodian bank and asset servicing company, states that the recent performance of one of its exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, was significantly impacted by its lack of exposure to companies investing in Bitcoin. The BNY Mellon Opportunistic Small Cap Fund gained 35% from September 1st, 2020 through February 28, 2021, underperforming its benchmark, the Russell 2000 Index. What is that, a robot? Welcome, Russell 2000 Index. I am here to make you muffins. I don't know why muffins. I don't even like muffins. Which reduced roughly 41.7% over the same period. Fund performance was hurt as well by a decision not to own MicroStrategy, whose stock surged when it announced it invested in Bitcoin. So basically the long and the short of it is they're having FOMO. They're saying not only but DJ, do you really get the gist of this article? They're saying okay, now they're not coming out and saying we wish we bought Bitcoin. They're saying we wish we bought MicroStrategy because they bought Bitcoin. Right. They're still not coming out and saying imagine if you invested in Bitcoin instead of MicroStrategy.
Right. Yeah.
but they can't say it.
They just can't.
They can't bring themselves to say it. Like, even though it's so obvious, they just can't say it. They got to say, like, well, MicroStrategy is a pretty smart company, and if we just would have included MicroStrategy in our investment portfolio, we would have been able to make an extra 2.7% this year. And it's really unbelievable. They just can't come out and say that, we, should have bought Bitcoin. So we also got MicroStrategy seeing up to 52% revenue surge as Saylor confirms more Bitcoin buys ahead. Okay, I want to know, TJ, from you and from the audience. You guys can chime in on this as well. So it said Booby Melons? Like that's the name of the rapper? Booby Melons. Okay. Don't make me bust out some Rastafarian raps over here. I will do it. I will do it, man. This is probably such a terrible accent. My wife says all my accents sound the same. But here's a question, guys. Here's a question. Do you ever think MicroStrategy will be the number one holder of Bitcoin?
Ahead of what Grayscale right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And potentially, it could be. I mean, they are kind of like they're raising funds almost as fast as Grayscale, so it's just going to be a matter of volume. They're how far behind are they right now? They're pretty close, right? They're not dramatically.
No,
behind.
they are. It's like 1% versus 3%, like of total supply.
Okay, so they'd have to double what they hold.
Triple, I think. Let's see how much.
It'll
how
get
much
interesting.
Bitcoin does Grayscale own? So, okay, it's much more than that. They hold 654,000. Wow. MicroStrategy is still almost 100,000.
Yeah.
So they'd have to own 6.5 times more. But I just know when I did that interview with Michael Saylor, like it really seemed to irk him that they own more than him.
Yeah, because you specifically asked him like, do you want to hold the most? And he was like, well, yeah.
If it's the number one apex asset in the history of mankind, why would you not want to own the most? That means you're not the alpha.
I just don't know if he'll be like that. Grayscale just has such a huge lead. And, Barry Silbert, who's behind it, has some pretty good connections as well. So, I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, here's the thing. If you can show this here real quick. Michael, I want to talk to you about something. Michael, it's called Bybit. It's called leverage trading. You've got 95,000 Bitcoin approximately. If you take that 95,000 Bitcoin, you come sign up for my Bybit link, bitboycrypto.com/deals, put up that 95,000 Bitcoin at 6x leverage, and when the price goes up, you will end up having more than Grayscale.
There you go.
It also might break the rest of the Bitcoin market, but don't worry, you'll have the most. So go ahead and sign up for that, Michael. If you're a true sailor and you want to set your ship to number one, you better sign up for my Bybit link. Okay, got it, Mike. Got it, Mike. Sorry, I'm just kidding, Mike. No disrespect. He doesn't watch this show. He obviously does not watch this show. All right, here we go. Intercontinental Exchange sells, what does that say sells Facebook? Is that supposed to say Coinbase, or did they actually, is that a different story?
Does it say, let me see.
Yeah, I think he just put sells
he
Facebook.
put Facebook instead of,
if you can
Coinbase.
fix that.
Yeah.
Because we actually meant to say ICE sells Coinbase. So, guys, I did want to also tell you guys something. We have made a decision on this channel, which is we are starting a new stream next week, so we're really excited about that. We will be discontinuing Stonks Day. I know you guys are very sad about this. Justin, who's been coming on, Justin O from a couple cents on YouTube, has been coming on the show once every Friday. And we had this idea, right, to like kind of transition this channel. So over the bear market, we could talk a little bit more about stocks and traditional investing and real estate. You guys just aren't interested in that. It's hard to be interested in, chicken fighting or something like after you've fought pit bulls or something. That's a very bad. I know, and I'm just using that as an example. I'm not involved in any of that. Okay, very source sensitive subject over here. I'm just thinking like once you've gone to one level, it's hard to go back to the other level.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, and when it comes to stocks, getting a 100% return on your investment in 5 years. Could you imagine if you got a 100% return on your investment in 5 years in crypto?
Yeah, it's so boring.
We get that in like a month here.
Yeah.
So it's just really hard to make that transition. And so we've decided to stop that on Fridays. Today we got the ledger review. I don't know. We might have another video we slot in there. But Justin will be coming on our new live stream on some days. By the way, every day we're going to have different people on. That's the goal. Some will be reoccurring. Some might just be on once or whatever. So I did want to say that because this is kind of a stocks related story. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see the Stonks Day videos. You might be interested in that. But anyways, that's just where we're at. So Michael Vick says hi, Ben. That was such a bad. Why did I say that?
Somebody said Atlanta's gonna Atlanta.
God. I didn't. That was a very bad comparison. But you guys understood what I meant. I do not advocate animal violence at all.
Right.
And by the way, like Michael Vick, he's been through his stuff, obviously, but you know what? There's nothing I love better than a comeback story. And I'm a comeback story myself. Like I was overdosed. I almost died. So hospital for 8 days, like in 2007. And, so it was actually the same time the Michael Vick stuff was going on. And so I like the fact that Michael Vick has like came back and he's done well. And he seems to have like, had retribution for everything that he did. And he's like working with animal advocacy, stuff like that. So I forgive him. I hope everybody does, on some level. If you can't forgive somebody for something that happened, 15 years ago, then maybe you should check your heart. If they're doing the things that need to be done to show change. So, glad Michael Vick has been able to change his image some, but that was a really bad, dark time in my life when that was going on. Intercontinental Exchange sells 1.4% in Coinbase for $1.2 billion. The owner of the New York Stock Exchange, if you didn't know this, ICE is located here in Atlanta. It's actually right down the street from us. The owner of the New York Stock Exchange has sold its stake in Coinbase. Coinbase went public earlier this month. The company did so to reduce its debt. What kind of debt does ICE have, you think?
Apparently they have a lot.
Wow.
I think it says more down. They want to buy back more of their own stock from their investors. Of course.
It's a buyback.
Yeah.
It's like a burn.
Yep.
An operator of clearinghouses, data, and listing services, as well as 12 global exchanges, including the New York Stock Exchange, has sold its 1.4% stake in the NASDAQ-listed cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase. ICE's incoming CFO, Warren Gardner, said on the call that the proceeds from the Coinbase sell-off give us some additional flexibility as we move into the rest of the year. ICE reported revenue of $1.8 billion, up 4% year over year.
That was what was interesting to me. Their revenue is $1.8 billion, and they got, $1.2 billion for selling this?
Yeah.
So like almost a whole year's worth of income?
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
How much, I wonder how they had, like, is it just like a crypto exchange? Like when you get on and you have to pay the exchange, like you have to give the exchange part of your stock when you get listed?
Wait, what?
Like for instance, if you want to get it listed on KuCoin, you got to give them like $1 million worth of your coin, right? To get on NASDAQ, you get on the ICE, the International, Continental Exchange, to get on their NASDAQ and stuff, or the New York Stock Exchange, that is actually.
Do they get a little piece?
Do they get a cut when you list there?
I don't know, or just like a flat
Is that how
fee?
they got their cut?
I have no idea.
If anybody knows, you can drop that down below.
I kind of got the sense they were like seed round investors on some level, because it seems like that's a pretty.
That was my first thought, but then I was sitting here thinking. Let me see if it says in here. Doesn't say. But I wonder, because that's how it works in crypto exchanges. I've just never really thought about how it works in traditional stonks exchanges. So pretty interesting. Wow, did you know that Bakkt is also preparing to go public?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. CFO Hill confirmed in the call it will do so via a SPAC, which is a special purpose acquisition company. These SPACs are a pretty big thing in stocks. A lot of people like. It's a good little method people use is investing in those. Somebody said bought SNX $50,000, seller hold.
That's perfect for this next story.
Carlisle Lewis, my dude from Jamaica. Watches every day, man. Thank you, man. So Lance Sequel said he bought $50,000 of SNX, or that was part of his portfolio. Guys, look, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. Like, the stuff with synthetics is the fact that FTX, Binance, and other exchanges are looking to do the same thing SNX is looking to do, and they've already got a big platform. It's a little troubling. That's what I'll say. But I haven't sold any of my synthetics. So I'm still holding it, but I am starting to wonder if maybe I should lower my expectations for what I think it's going to do. But it just drives home the point that what they were trying to do was that the next topic?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a perfect segue.
I did not even know that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. But, the thing is since Binance and FTX are copying them, it shows you what a great idea it was. But the thing is And I told you this in the very beginning when Binance started doing this a couple weeks ago, they're going to have more regulation problems than synthetics. So synthetics still has an opportunity. And right here in the story here, it talks about it. Largest crypto exchange, Binance, might have broken the law with tokenized Tesla shares, says BaFin. I don't know what BaFin is. But it says here, BaFin announced that Binance could have violated security rules when it listed tokenized shares of electric car maker Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Coinbase without filing the required prospectus. Now, the funny thing is, this story right here is driving home the point of why we need something like synthetics. The idea that you can't sell assets, you know, in a world where we have a borderless economy, right? The economies are borderless. We're all on the internet right now, able to take part in the same types of financial opportunities. And yet some countries are saying like, no, our people can't do that. Like, is that not control, like to the max? Is that not them trying to hold on to their power? We should have a decentralized, total, borderless global economy. Now, you know, I believe in physical borders in your countries. I believe in that. I don't think that, you know, you should be able to, you know, go into anybody else's homeland without, you know, the proper process to do so. Okay. Like, and that's not an America thing. I mean, I'm just talking about in general in the world. I don't mean this specifically with our border here. I mean everywhere. But we do not need borders on our digital economies. And that's what these people are trying to put into place. And they have for a while. We know that in China, exchanges were raided because they were selling American stocks. Well, why should their people not have the opportunity to take advantage of financial assets that are easily accessible? That is where synthetics comes in, and they're creating synthetic versions of assets that are derivatives. And synthetics is a protocol. It's not necessarily an exchange itself. So what that means is it's not facing the same type of regulatory requirements as something like Binance is going to face. And, you know, that once again drives home the need for synthetics. So it says the regulators admit that there are exceptions, but points out there are no indications of an exception of the prospectus requirement in this case. What's really interesting to me about this is Binance already is in trouble.
Right.
They're already being investigated by the CFTC. Now, I'm not saying they did wrong. I'm just saying the CFTC, I think it was a couple months ago, maybe there was a story that they were starting to look into their, you know, use of American funds and using, allowing American users in the past. And that's why Binance had to kick Americans off at some point. So the fact that they would be this brazen and create these synthetic stock tokens, knowing all that stuff's going on in the background, either they know something we don't, or they just don't care. I mean, I don't think there's any in the middle there. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, I agree. It might even be a little bit of both. You know, they might have some inside information about some regulation coming down the pike, and then if it doesn't go their way, they don't really care. They're going to do what they can do in their countries, and any countries that say, like, I think this is specifically talking about something going on in Germany. So it's like, hey, if Germany doesn't want to get on board, fine. You know, I think that's kind of the attitude they have.
Well, what's interesting with that is, where is Binance?
Isn't it in Malta?
Well, not anymore. They said it was.
Yeah.
They said it was, but then Malta came out and said, like, they had a big change in power, and they were like, actually, we're going to, you know, look into what Binance is doing here. And Binance was like, well, actually, we're not actually even in Malta. Like, I don't think Binance has a specific headquarters anymore.
Right.
Because CZ came out and he said that, like, they actually have, because he says they're a decentralized company.
Yeah.
So they have no home base. So, and I mean, he doesn't even have a home, right?
Yeah, I guess
He's
not.
like a turtle.
Yeah.
No, turtles have homes on their backs. That's a lie.
Yeah, I was gonna
perpetuated by your 5th grade teacher. Yeah. Turtles do not have homes. They don't live in their homes. That's a shell. That's armor, protection. It's not a home. House has 4 walls. Yeah. Turtle shell has 4 openings, maybe 5.
Be like a knight living in his armor. Just doesn't
like,
make sense.
Oh, look at that knight. There he is walking around in his home. Come on, guys. I want to start a campaign to get rid of this. Turtles have homes on their shells. They're not.
Gizmo.
Look at this little mogwai. Gizmo. He will not stand up. Oh, did you notice that Gizmo is right next to Gizmo Duck here?
That is pretty funny.
Wow, look at that, Gizmo Duck. Did y'all love DuckTales? I loved DuckTales when I was a kid. That was one of my favorite things.
Great
Love
show.
that video game. Here's why JP Morgan. Oh, we're not covering this story today, are we? Here's why JP Morgan will continue growing faster than Bitcoin. We'll just cover it briefly. You can keep it here, though. Look at that. It's time to rise up. Too bad I already got my season tickets. According to CoinMarketCap, Ether gained 63% of value compared to Bitcoin, according to technical analyst Katie Stockton of Fair Lead Strategies. Coin may be aiming for $3,020 next. I can see that. Oh, Cohen Mahan coming in saying, hit that like button. How many people are watching?
13,000 watching, 5,800 likes. So.
Okay, guys, let's get that at least to 7,500. So if you guys could stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin that dislike button with the like button. God, that was like a good rap right there with no rhyming words. When you can rap with no rhyming words, you've achieved nirvana. Okay. Guys, if you could do us a favor, smash that like button. It helps, TJ said that turtles have no home first. I'm not coming on the show Monday.
They're trolling you today.
What happened? Did you tweet something?
I didn't do
How did they get on that? Because like they seem very
based on your
uniform in this.
Based on your response at the very beginning. Now they know.
Wow.
So it may not go away right away.
By the way, someone says here, David Juarez, I'm a dreamer, Ben, so keep the politics out. I want to reiterate, I'm not talking about America. I just mean like in general. I'm not trying to. That was not supposed to be a political statement, just so everybody knows. I'm just saying, traditionally throughout the history of the world, we've had borders and there's process to get through. And I understand if you didn't go through that, it's nothing personal towards you. I wish you the best in your life, and I hope you're very successful, whatever you do. So, didn't want anybody to take that. That's why I try to reiterate that. We do not make political statements on the show most of the time. Sometimes rarely, but. Okay, so $400 million gaming VC fund, Bitcraft, teams up with Delphi on blockchain gaming. Collaboration will seek investments in the gaming and blockchain industry. Bitcraft was founded in 2015 and has more than $400 million in assets under management with more than 50 investments in companies such as Epic Games, Bitfry, and Fuse TV. In August 2020, the company raised $165 million to invest in digital gaming and eSports, and it is now betting big on crypto and blockchain. The two companies intend to combine their collective expertise in gaming, eSports, digital entertainment, crypto technology, and the crypto asset class. Bitcraft Ventures will open its investment strategy to support investments in tokens as an asset class. There's a quote, the open infrastructure born out of decentralized technologies is reaching sufficient maturity to support new business models and content types as scale.
That's our boy.
Golly, Eddie, what is up? Smash the like button to get Eddie Parrott on the show or to shut Eddie Parrott up.
Somehow I don't think either one is going to happen.
I wonder if you're Eddie.
Yeah, well, you would know because you'd hear me typing.
You must have your minions doing it for you. I see them in the chat.
Yeah.
Jake Cottenham? I don't understand why everyone who's watching this can't smash the like. Come on, guys. Get it together. Well, I believe you guys can do it. Smash it. Okay. What do you think about this? Well, here's another interesting part of this. We didn't talk about this the other day because our stream got cut off. There's been a considerable overlap with the gaming industry and crypto space in recent months. Major Japanese game developer Nexon announced a $100 million investment in Bitcoin just yesterday or 2 days ago, while gaming giant Ubisoft announced its intentions to become corporate baker on the Tezos network the day before. I have never been more proud of myself. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. All right. There's another joke in there, and I'm going to leave it alone, just so you know. TJ, what do you think about this story? Tell us about this story in general. What do you think? Because you are so bullish on gaming.
Yeah, I think specifically blockchain gaming, I think this is a really interesting story, mostly just because it's big money actually coming into the gaming space now.
Yeah.
And most of us that have actually played with some of these blockchain games, not taking any shots at anything specifically, it's just compared to most of the games out there, AAA rated games, like the blockchain gaming experience has been not that great. So if you're seeing $400 million, $150 million coming into that space from people with gaming experience that know how to develop, I think we're about to see blockchain gaming have a major leap forward in development and user experience and fun actual games. Right now, most of the novelty is like, oh, it's on a blockchain, so that's cool. But when you compare it to regular centralized games, it's not more
Not
fun.
close to the same. Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully now we start to get the combination from people who know how to make games and joining up with people who understand blockchain that'll actually start delivering some good products.
Exactly as TJ predicted. God, these guys, these chats, man, they have really. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I recover from this. Like, I don't know how I recover from this. We may have to actually close our entire thing today. Can we get out of closing on that building?
Probably. It just cost us $300,000.
Oh, just $300,000.
Just $300,000.
It's not bad. It's better than $3 million.
Yep.
Save $2.7 million because I don't know if I come back from this chat today. Like,
Well,
it's rough out there.
I think the best way to come back to it is stop engaging with it. That's just making it worse.
All right, I'm gonna go back to something that works for sure. Walrus.
There you go. There you go.
That's a walrus.
There you go.
Guys, hashtag walrus. Let's put it in.
Walrus. 2
teeth. Okay. Hashtag walrus. All right. Okay. Who typed eSports? Click. Who typed eSports? Someone said they were very bullish on wife swap.
Oh gosh.
Wife swap. I was asked. I think I got asked to be on that show. I did.
Really?
I think so. What was it? Was it me or a close friend of mine? I can't remember. A few years ago, or maybe it's 10 years ago now. Somehow got.
Like where you go and like trade places with somebody
Yeah,
for
my wife
a week?
would never.
Oh,
She would never.
That would not be fun.
Yeah, no. I would have a good time with it. It would be pretty fun, I think. My wife would never.
Yeah.
She was like, well, she just said like, I can't remember what. I know for sure we got contacted about being on the show. Maybe she got contacted because she had a blog at one point. Maybe that's what it was. But she said no. She said you go on that show and they make you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And she said she will not do that. I was like, I'll go look like an idiot. Whatever. I don't care.
Well, I always used to wonder about those couples on those shows too, and it probably is a scenario like that a lot of times where like one of them's like, yeah, sure, and the other one's like, yeah, I don't know about this.
Yeah. Well, they give you. I think it's only like $6,000. It was a very low amount to be on the show.
Right.
But you have to deal with it for years. Because does anybody remember the bacon kid? He's like, give me my bacon. And then he ran away. So he's like, I'm packing up, I'm leaving. She won't let me eat bacon. That's a big famous meme. Like, it's pretty good. Maybe me and you can swap one day. Like, you could be up here and I could be back there.
Maybe.
That would be a fun show.
That would be interesting.
The chat would not be on the screen. You would not be seeing it. I wouldn't subject you to all the stuff they say about you.
Yeah, that's nice of you.
Eddie, shut up. I hate y'all so much. Guys, we can't continue this. This has got to stop. This is too much. Y'all don't know. This is a bad week to do this. It's a bad week to do this. All right. Coinbase to acquire crypto data service Skew.
Have you heard the she stuff?
I do. That's why I said skew. I hear it like in school, like the teachers can't deal with it.
I bet.
Like it's just like nonstop. They're like, she. It's Coinbase's first big acquisition since going public. Coinbase is acquiring Skew, a crypto data and analytics platform. It's a part of a string of recent acquisitions. Coinbase, a large cryptocurrency exchange in the U.S., is acquiring the London-based data and analytics startup Skew. The acquisition announced today will allow Coinbase to provide a real-time data to institutional investors. Skew was founded in 2018 by Emmanuel Go and Tim Note. It offers market data and charts tailored to crypto traders. It's a little like Masari or TradingView. Maybe we can start using that. Look, I got nothing personal against TradingView. Like, I don't dislike TradingView as a company. I just think it's like not a great intuitive, like beginner charting website. But it's the best we got. So someone said, sheesh, coin to the moon.
Yeah, there is actually a coin out there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Did I just shill a coin on accident?
No, it's not directly, but I heard of it right as I heard the same thing, and it made me wonder, like, which one came first? I'm sure the frog thing.
TJ is Satoshi Nakamoto.
Oh, well, that
Is
means
this true?
that means
TJ swap. They're looking for TJ swap. That would just be JT.
There you go.
Through this acquisition, Coinbase reinforces our commitment to serving the growing institutional market. Greg Tussar, Coinbase's vice president of institutional products, sent a statement. We know that access to high-quality data is essential for institutions assessing investments in crypto assets. Institutional investors are big business for Coinbase. As of March 31st this year, Coinbase stored $122 billion worth of assets on its platform from institutions. This represents more than half of the total $223 billion in total assets stored on the platform. What I would ask is, I wonder how much more of that is institutional money that's not necessarily in custodial accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, it may not be a big percentage, but I'm sure it's at least a few million.
Yeah.
Maybe. So, saw anyone, the chart from the last bull run looks very similar in April. 400K at the end of this bull run is very possible. And look, guys, I'll be honest with you. I look at, let me just go here. Let me go to Twitter, okay? I'm going to go to Twitter. Let me go to our tweet that I made about, let's see, who wants to win Ethereum? Golly. Do you see this?
A lot of people want Ethereum.
That was so, 13.8 thousand likes, 13.5 thousand. That's so much. Is this the most viral tweet we ever had? And how much does this one have? 26,000, I think. 34,000. But this has been going on for like 2 months. This is 24 hours. That's so crazy. But anyways, okay, let's go here. Let's check it out. I want to show you guys what people are saying in the chats here, okay, about Ethereum. Ethereum to 25,000 after London upgrade. Okay, I like that. But most of these down here are giving pretty, look, 8.7K top, 12K, 19 to 14K. This one says 62K, so 6,200. 10K should be everyone's realistic prediction based on the quarterly increase and an above average spike in quarter 4. 10,000? I don't think so. The point is, so many of these I believe are low. I couldn't find hardly anybody here that was saying like above my 27,000 prediction. What are you guys? Somehow that was like, he says, I like the back and forth between Ben and TJ, and it's like, that's cool, but it's still got you in it. So,
Wait.
so many TJs in the chat today.
Yeah.
We are all TJ. There you go. There's your little hashtag. Hashtag we are all TJ. You steal George's thing. Try to get George on the new show. By the way, some people we have highlighted that we want to be on this new show we're doing. Benjamin Cowan, George from Cryptos R Us, Elio. Like, we got a lot of big name people we want to have involved in the show. They won't be on every day, but hopefully a lot of days. What were you gonna say?
I think we talked to
Crypto Jab. Yeah, Crypto Jab definitely coming on the show. So pretty excited about it. So we'll have more details early next week. But the point is when we're looking at these Ethereum price points, people are, to me, these people that have these low price predictions of like $5,000, $6,000, you just weren't here before. You just don't understand the potential of Ethereum. You don't understand the charts. For that to be the all-time high, like, you don't understand where this is going to, in my opinion. I was shocked to see how many low predictions there were because, you know, we're so bullish on Ethereum. We know what it did during the last cycle. It started out, guys, if we go look at Ethereum from the last cycle, let's see. Let's go Ethereum USD. Let's go to Bitstamp. So let's go to the daily chart. Let's scroll back here. Let's go to 2018. I want you guys to see where this started at. Okay, God, these people with that charitable, unruggable networking token, they sure do love that. So in January 2016, the price was, guys, this is unreal. $1. The price was $1 in January 2016. $1. Okay? How crazy and how outlandish would it have been if somebody said, things gonna get up to $1,400? What? 140,000% returns? Not a chance, right? But then you just fast forward to the end of that bull run to the peak. And, you know, this one, let's see, 1389. There it is. 1420. $1,420. You got to understand how powerful these movements are, these bull runs are. And so for me, Ethereum, I believe it's going much higher. And I was very surprised to see a lot of these low price predictions for Ethereum. So, and I think that if we looked at where we were during the bear market and our predictions for Bitcoin and how we were talking about a six-figure Bitcoin, that sounded outlandish back then. But now, does a six-figure Bitcoin sound outlandish? No. You may think it feels kind of closer to the top, but, it's not outlandish. I mean, we're definitely going to be above six figures. If we do not go above six figures by this bull run, I don't know what I'll do. I will, no, I'm not going to say that. I'll get TJ tattooed on my arm. I'm not going to do that.
What about shave your head or something? People like that.
I'll shave my head.
Yeah.
If Bitcoin does not hit six figures by the end of this year, on January 1, I will show up bald. And you guys know, this is my most prized possession. Well, one of them anyways. Okay. Got a few more good qualities. But anyways, that's where I think Ethereum is going. I'm really excited to see. And so my encouragement to you guys is this, is we might see Bitcoin go on a massive run up here. Ethereum we need the bacon kid. Don't take my bacon. It's pretty good. I wish I could remember exactly what he said. But the point is, when Bitcoin starts to run here, Ethereum may lag behind a little bit, and it still will increase in value, I believe, in US dollar value, but the Bitcoin value may not go up as high. But just remember, this is just one phase of this bull run. We are still not to the end of the game. And when we get to the bottom of the ninth, that's where things go the craziest. So you definitely want to make sure that you understand these market cycles and when to get out at the right time. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. Really excited about next week. We're going to have two shows for you. 11:30 still same time. And then, I don't know, we may move it to 11 at some point. But 11:30 and then 5. And then we'll have our additional video, maybe 2 additional videos some days. So can't wait to see you guys next week. I'll be back with another video 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.